obviously the change room is going to be nervous. I think, being in these sort of positions, I think is not familiar for us as well, chasing in the fourth innings. So there was some nerves in the change room, and I think it's more nerves of, wanting to get over the line, wanting that win more than anything else. And I think with Blessing, we felt like in this test match he was our strike bowler, and it was just trying to give him short bursts. I thought Richie and Vicky did an important role. I think holding as well as Wheelie and the other spinners. I think in between those spells it's important that you don't leak too many runs, and I thought when Blessing did come back and bowl, I think in majority of his spells, he caused a lot of problems.
Great. Bhavesh captain Alex Shanta actually made your job easy when he played the shots in the second ball of the day. Do you feel that was the turning point of the day? Obviously, you wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I think obviously we wanted to get early wickets, and I think getting Shanta out as early as that in the first over, was great for us. We did feel like we needed to get a few early wickets, not just Shanta, and I thought the way Bless started was outstanding. Gave us that opportunity to really put the squeeze on, and then Jaka Ali came in and obviously played a really good role at the bottom end.
Before coming here, do you think this sort of wicket you will get here and the game?
We expected there to be a little bit of grass. I think looking at the history here in Sylhet, I think there is a possibility that you can prepare turning wickets. I think the game against Sri Lanka, they looked like there was a little bit of grass, and obviously the few practice days that we had here, when we looked at the wicket, it looked like there was a little bit of grass. So we weren't too sure how the wicket was going to play, but we felt like seamers would play a big role in it.
Zimbabwe was also in the test match here in 2018. But do you think this one is more satisfying, especially after the circumstances you have? You were having not win in the test in 10 matches, and circumstances were circumstances.
No, to be honest, I think any test win is very important, and I think you have to relish every test win that you get. I don't think one beats the other one. Obviously, I think for different people, maybe there's maybe different importance from one test to another, but I think in terms of winning test matches, they don't come around very often. So we'll certainly enjoy this, but then again, we've got to get to Chittagong and get our heads right for that test match as well.
Captain, you'll be playing quite a bit of test match cricket this year, leading up to Tata versus Australia, the World Test Championship final. You'll be playing tests against them as well. Do you feel with Zimbabwe not being a part of the World Test Championship, maybe these performances could help you get in the radar of the ICC, and do you feel like it's important for more teams to be involved in such a tournament, should I say, so that players have extra impetus and they get more opportunity to play test cricket? Yeah,
no, certainly. I think the more test matches you can win, you're certainly going to be on the radar, and I think as tough as test cricket is, I think that's what every player wants to play and wants to get better at, because it really does test you across 4 or 5 days of hard cricket. So for maybe the smaller teams, you want to play good hard test cricket against some really tough opposition. I think that's the only way that you're going to improve as a player and as a team.
Great, congratulations for a great win. After winning this test, how much confident are you about the second test and winning the series?
Look, we're really confident. Obviously, winning a test match, it gives you a lot of confidence that you can get over the line and you can do it, especially here in Bangladesh. But again, we've got to get to Chittagong, we've got to sit down, reassess. And again, like I said before, I think your mindset going into Chittagong is extremely crucial, especially after the win here.
Craig, you mentioned that Blessing can come back and bowl a great second spell. Like it's quite, goes with the same speed, and then he can generate the runs. But gives a bit of a background of Blessing with his red ball cricket. I mean, he's debuted in 2017, but he has only played less test match than a lot of his peers. Where do you put him in, among the young fast bowlers?
Oh, I think he'd be up there. You know, he's got the experience not only just in red ball now, but I think also in white ball, playing, you know, various leagues and stuff. So he's certainly got the experience, and I think he's got the mindset, and he's shown his ability. So I'm really excited to see, you know, where he goes with his career, not only in Test cricket, but I think in all formats.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Thanks.